So in California, they still have the stay-at-home order. So of course, they are coming out to speak against that, to protest. They say they need to be out, the state needs to be opened up, etc. Where there were two particular protesters that people are talking about and two pictures that went viral online. So the first woman, her name is Greta Stinger. And if you look at the picture that we should put up here, Brother Sharif, it says muzzles are for dogs and slaves. I am a free human being. That's the Greta Stinger lady. And the second lady that posted this was Larkin Small. Okay, the lady in the brown hat. Now, a lot of people was upset about that particular sign, and we'll get to them. Definitely the Greta Stinger lady, the one with the sunshades, she did all the apologies, but we need to really think about what that's saying in the context of racism, white supremacy. Now, it says that muzzles are for dogs and slaves. I am a free human being. If we look at the way that we are treated in America and the way that those two women will be treated in America, they're right. They are free human beings, and black people are still slaves. We are fifth-class citizens in America. Let's give you some examples just from 2020. Free human beings could go up to the Michigan Capitol with guns in front of the police with guns. The police didn't say they was in fear of their lives. They didn't worry about the politicians getting shot. Matter of fact, these people went in their faces screaming and yelling during a pandemic, and nothing happened to them. They were allowed to do this. That's what free human beings can do. When you say as a black person, oh, if we would have done that, the National Guard has been out there. You're right, because you're not a free human being. You're a fifth-class citizen and still considered a slave. Understand? When they talk about freedom, freedom says that I can do whatever I want for the most part, and nothing's going to happen to me. For instance, when you are a hairdresser in Dallas area of Texas, you open up your shop when everybody else's shop was supposed to close. You're told many times by the police you need to shut it down. They don't grab you. They don't do anything to you. They put a restraining order on you, do all of this, and you're getting support. No one's saying that you're just breaking the law. What about other people? Other people want to open their shops too. You're just being difficult. You're not understanding. No. Free people can just do whatever they want. Free people can even get arrested and go to court, and the judge will say, just apologize for what you've done and you can go home. She says, no, I didn't do nothing wrong. Free people in this society will tell the judge, because the judge is black, he's wrong and he's all kind of N-words. Free people get the lieutenant governor to pay their $7,000 fine. Free people get the governor of Texas to rewrite the stay-at-home order. Then free people get the Texas Supreme Court to put them out of jail. Then free people will get $500,000 from their own. We talking about Shelley Luther. I covered that on our African Diaspora News Insider channel. Make sure you subscribe to that channel too. We post news reports between this channel that you're watching and African Diaspora News Insider. So you need to be subscribed to both so you see all the stories. You're missing out on things if you're not subscribed to the other channel. That's what free people get. You understand? Free people that you talk about, well, they can do this, but we can't do that. Oh, if a black person did this, there'll be this response. But if they did it, it will be this. Yes, you're right, because they're free human beings. You're not. That's a reality. So what she's saying, what they're saying is being locked down makes me feel like those Negroes, those slaves. I'm not one of them. OK, their mouths supposed to be muzzled. Dogs and black folks' mouths supposed to be muzzled. I'm a free human being. You can't tell me I can't talk. You can't tell me where I can't go to shop. You can't tell me to wear a mask. Who are you to tell me that I have to wear a mask? I am a free human being. I'm not those black people. in America. So how dare you tell me to wear a mask? See, I understand it. I understand what they're saying. I understand the psychology of how they think. I get it. I totally get it. The only place you are a free human being, from my experience, is Africa. I feel like a free human being there. I don't feel like I have to look over my shoulder every 5 minutes. I don't worry about the police. I don't feel like I'm black 24/7 because everybody black like me. So I ain't got to think about black all the time. That's why you hear me speak about Africa so much, because that's the only place I ever felt free. I felt my spirit connect with the land. The food is better. Everything's just so much better. And then, of course, when people who speak in ignorance because they don't know no better, and most people speaking never been, try to ask those questions. Well, why is it they coming over here and everything? Well, you don't compare yourself to them because you have a lot more advantage when you go versus them in a lot more ways. But that's a video of a different day. You see, they understand the concept. I told you guys, America is Candyland for them, literally. And it's so great that they're free and other groups of people will assist them being free. That's the beauty of it. It's not like they're being just free on their own. You have black folks that will assist them and been the biggest assistance for them to stay free. Black folks participate in their economy, participate in their systems. Black folks are even so convinced that they have a part of America. Because this is what black folks will say. We built America. America is ours. America's this, America's that. And yet you control not even 1% of it. You don't control no place in America. In your history, you've never really controlled America at all. What are you talking about? We built things and they came to destroy it every time. Why? Because we have no control. We have no fortified defense. We have nothing like that. We don't. Yet you got Chinese going into the continent of Africa broke and dusty and in 5 years becoming rich in the African continent. They don't even belong there. I don't like the fact that she's free and I'm not. And the system makes sure to keep her free or them free, and we're not free. We're fifth class citizens. We still watching the gunning down of innocent black people. We're still seeing black people being mass incarcerated. A video I watched the other day, and it just sickened me to the core. We've had so many black men have been locked up for weed, selling weed. Now white folks are literally selling weed, making millions of dollars. When the black man trying to sell his weed, he went to jail. The white folks sell their weed and they making millions. And the black folks they threw in jail with weed, they not even letting them out. Some states are vacating it, but for the most part, they're not letting them out. They can flip the rules at any time for them to benefit off of something that you done, they locked you up away with. You was on drugs with crack cocaine. They say you're a criminal, lock you up. When it's they people on opioids, it's a sickness. See, that's what free people can do. Free people can write the laws and change them at any given time. You understand? That's what free people do. You can argue all you want about this place, but the fact is they're free, we're not. As long as they control it, we're not free. As long as they can be all the police, all the judges, all the DAs, all the people in government, every bit of control is mostly them. That's why their freedom stay intact. And that's why our position as fifth class citizens stay intact. So when they put up this, that they are a free human being, that's what they mean. They're not going to put up with being put in a position of a slave. They never had to be a slave in this nation. That's been our position. Coronavirus threatened their freedom. So much so they're willing to put sacrifices of their own, but they will do that. They will sacrifice their own for their freedom. What the Texas lieutenant governor said, that, hey, some people may die. It's understandable. He said, but I'd rather die than not have this country. I'd rather die. That's how they feel, because America is Candyland. I told y'all, it's the best place ever for them. They have, listen, no other place on earth for them operates like America. Trust me on that. No other place. Even other European countries don't have what America have. Certain things they can't even get away with in other European countries versus what they can get away with here. Yes, I know racism exists. I get it, but it's totally different here in the way they control and oppress versus other European nations. I've done a lot of study on their rules and laws, etc. Talked to many other black people that live in these other countries, right? So they do not want to ever give this up. So rest assured, they say they free. That's exactly what they mean. And that was proven at that Michigan State House, that they can walk in there with guns and nothing. But you go down the street with signs talking about Philando Castile, or talking about, in Baltimore with Freddie Gray, and they got the National Guard waiting on you. You ain't got a bunch of AR-15s and body armor and AK-47s and, 9mm Berettas and, Glock 17. You ain't got all those guns and Mossberg shotguns. You ain't got all that with you. You had signs, and they had the National Guard and the police waiting on you in riot gear. So understand, we're not free in this country, and it's not designed for us to be free. We built a nation for them. We didn't build this nation for us. We built it involuntarily. We didn't make an agreement to build this nation. We didn't sign the dotted line. And when Brother Douglas made that video about how they don't want us here and they're killing us to prove it, I saw some of y'all make comments, we built America. Let me tell you something. Yes, we did build America, but let me give you an example. I could contract somebody to build me a house from the ground up, but it doesn't mean I want you living in my house. I wanted you to build my house. Okay, now you built it, get on somewhere. I don't want you in the house with me. And that's how it is for black folks. We built it up. They don't want us around, and they show it every day. They show their freedom and how much they subjugate us. And this system was built off of subjugating us, not other groups. That's why they don't mind giving other groups a leg up. Our Voting Rights Act has to be renewed every 25 years. Our Civil Rights Act has to be renewed every 25 years. Our fair housing has to be renewed every 25 years. Why? Because they never really intended us to have civil rights, voting rights, fair, housing as a permanent basis. Why? Because they view us still as a slave class, fifth class citizens. Free people don't have to worry about their voting rights. See, do white people have to have their voting rights voted on? You ever thought about that? Do white people have to talk about civil rights? No, they don't, because they're free people. So please understand the psychology of that sign. See, I'm not mad at them for those signs. I'm not going crazy and getting my feelings hurt. No, I understand. And I actually thank them for putting out those signs, because see, black folks worldwide need to see those signs, because that's what they really think, that they're free people and you're not. So I'm not mad at those women, not whatsoever. Not. I'm not saying, oh, we need to go do this to them. Do what? Let them express how they really feel. Trust me, we really need, some black folks need that, because they won't listen to me. I can show them all kind of videos. They won't listen. But if they see people like those women show those signs, and they will get their feelings hurt, because, they really care how they feel about them. Unfortunately, we got black folks at different stages of development. Maybe those signs and what they was trying to portray to the world will wake up a black person. Because trust me, it took me some time. But when I finally start seeing for myself and waking up and understand the nature of, the Mzungu and how they think, of, at least in relation to us, those signs don't bother me, because I get it. So don't be mad at them. Don't be mad. Just understand that they're telling a reality. They're free and we're not. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation, with these women. And no, I didn't get into the apology, because they always apologize when they get caught. So what's the deal? I don't care about the apology part. Don't care. What I do care about is the reality of those signs. They found that image. They put that on in Photoshop, and they wrote what they wrote on that, and they hold that sign out there. No matter they say that, oh, well, I didn't create the sign, I was just holding it. Don't matter about that. That's how they felt. That's exactly, the message they wanted to convey. And once again, thank you, women, for doing that, because you are helping wake up Black people worldwide.